layer styles in Photoshop. To get started, we're going to go File, New, and just choose Web. Okay, very simple. I'm going to make a new layer, and I'm going to put a red dot here, and I'm going to put a blue dot on another layer. Okay, red dot, blue dot. Double click the red dot, and I'm going to choose Drop Shadow. This is a layer style, and every one of these does something a little bit different. For drop shadow, it's probably the most used one, so I'm going to reduce its opacity. You also have size and spread and a lot of things you could change in here that you're going to find as an independent student to be quite intriguing. But I'm not going to get into every one of these as just a 2-second tutorial. Just show you where they're at and how they work. So drop shadow, click on it, and you can drag it around and adjust some of these sliders. When you get something that you like, I can right click on this and go copy layer style. And I can go over to the blue one and say paste layer style. The thing about styles are they tend to work together. So if I double click this one and go to drop shadow and go to adjust it, notice what happens. The red one's moving. Okay, that's not good. I don't want the red one to move. But I do if it's a drop shadow. Think about light only comes in one direction and then appears the shadow. But sometimes you don't want this to happen. With any layer style, that's the same thing. I can put bevel and emboss on, put some contour to it, make it really deep, size it. Now it's kind of like a Hershey's Kiss but blue, and then hit OK. Again, we can copy those styles and move them over to another style by just clicking, right click, paste layer style. Now both of them have it. What if I want to change a style independently? Well, what I found out is just uncheck the background, grab the marquee tool, edit, copy merge, edit, paste. Okay. Notice I can uncheck the layer that has the style, but it's still there. This one does not have a style because it's now married to the system. It's now part of this, and if I go to adjust one, it will not adjust the other one. I'll go over to the blue dot, go to a drop shadow, and then adjust the drop shadow. Notice nothing changes on the red one. So that's a great way of changing that. As long as they're part of a new layer, you can edit, copy, merge them with the marquee tool. Another one we use all the time, and you'll find this out very quickly. Whoops, let's go to the blue one. Is the outline or stroke. Stroke is invaluable, and here you can change the stroke outline. Why is this so popular? Well, let me just make a new layer here and immediately go over to it and turn on stroke. I'll keep it on 3 pixels and hit OK. Whenever I use white and make sure I have 100% out here, you'll notice that everything I do has an outline border. Okay, everything. In other words, if I take this square, go like this, and fill it with white by going over to the fill tool and fill it with white, it now makes an outline box. Select, deselect, and now I can move these things around. If I need these elements to be hollow, I can just switch this to overlay, and now you can see it works like that. I can also switch them to multiply, and it won't affect the color, but yet still have this hollow outline. A lot of times students will ask me how to make a hollow box or an outline box, and that's how you do it. You can use a layer style. So that's layer styles in a nutshell. I'm going to be asking you to experiment with these and come up with some good results. But everyone works the same. They all have buttons and switches that you're going to play with, and you're going to come up with some various combinations of good stuff, either on text or on pixels. Enjoy.